She broke the oldest law with a thumb and a breath. Ari slid the iron latch. The wooden box sat on the temple step, carved with thorns and the words "Do not open, burn deep." Her hands shook. The village drums thudded low behind her, calling everyone to the annual binding. Tradition heavy. Knees heavy. Heart heavier. She lifted the lid. The box giggled. Rules are shy. Ari nearly dropped it. Air smelled like whetstone. Dust whirled in quick circles and rose, a tiny storm. The temple torches bent their flames, as if turning to see her mistake. She whispered, "Who's there?" "Hungry," the voice said from the box. "And curious." "Mostly curious." Ari glanced at the door. Once the elders came out, they would see. They would chant. They would bind her mouth with ash. She'd watched it at age 6, when her mother broke a minor rule and lost her voice for 7 days. Tradition, they said, keeps the floods away, keeps the hollows asleep. "Close me," the voice teased. "Or don't, rules hate eye contact." "I shouldn't," Ari said, though the lid was already half open. Her reflection shivered on the dark wood. She saw a pale face with braid out of place and a scar on her lip from biting it when she lied. "What are you?" "A listener," the box said. "And a mirror. And a door. Pick one." The drums stopped. Silence spread like cold milk, footsteps, elders finishing the binding. She had minutes, maybe less. Ari's bones buzzed. Rules pressed on her since birth: no running by river, no singing after dusk, no names spoken on the bridge, no questions about the storm year. The box was a dare with a pulse. She leaned closer. Inside. Darkness. Not empty. A shape like smoke. It spun and formed a small mouth, smiling. "Hello, Ari of the Ash Row." She flinched. "You know me. I know everyone who whispers when they should scream." A pause. "Do you want the sky to change color? Do you want your mother to stop waking at the thunder? Do you want to ride the bridge without paying with silence?" Her mother. The thunder. The storm year that no one explained. Heat swelled in Ari's throat. "Yes, then listen." Tradition stitched a curtain. It hid the truth, not the danger. "Do not close me." Ari's fingers tightened. The temple door groaned. She heard Elder SCIFI-HFY's cough. A shadow crossed the step. She grabbed the box and ran. She sprinted across the square, past bowls of smoke and carved masks. Villagers turned, their faces bright with paint, then confused, then afraid. "Stop!" someone cried. "Ari, what have you done?" Her legs pumped. Sand kicked up against her calves. The box warmed against her chest, like a living thing. She cut down the alley toward the old bridge. The river hissed. Sky sagged low. Lanterns glowed along the ropes, each one a trapped firefly. The bridge boards creaked under her. Halfway across, the voice in the box sighed. "Here is good," it said. "Open me all the way." Ari set the box on the planks. She looked back. Elders streamed into the square, robes dragging, bells chiming. Her mother stood at the edge, eyes wide with a pain Ari knew too well. Her mother's mouth moved, but Ari couldn't hear the words over the river. "What if this is a trick?" Ari whispered. "Everything is, until it isn't." The giggle again, softer. "Rules say, pay a toll in silence to cross." "Do you know why?" Ari shook her head. "Because the bridge listens. It learns your voice, then uses it to call storms. Your people blame the sky for the storm year. It wasn't the sky." Ari's stomach turned. Her mind flashed to nights of shaking walls and white water clawing at doors, to her mother singing silent lullabies with cracked lips. If that's true. The elders knew? "Some did," the voice said. "They hid the truth to keep peace. But hiding did not fix the bridge." Ari swallowed hard. "What do I do?" "Let me eat the ropes," the box said, cheerful as rain. "I eat bindings, knots, promises made under fear. I don't eat people. People are chewy." "You're a breaker?" "A broom," the box said. "But for lies." Footsteps banged onto the bridge. Elder SCIFI-HFY shouted her name. Others echoed. Ari went cold. She imagined the lash of ash on her tongue. The embarrassment. The forever after of being that girl. Rules are shy, the voice whispered. If you keep watching them, they run. Ari snapped the lid open. Smoke rushed out with a sound like letters being torn. The ropes twitched. The lanterns blinked, then flared blue. The bridge groaned and shuddered as if waking from a bad dream. The ropes frayed and fell into the river one by one, quiet as hair being cut. Elders stumbled to a stop, hands lifted. No, SCIFI cried. She's breaking the ward. The ward, Ari thought. Not protection? Chain. The box drank. The smoke swirled like thousands of ink lines being wiped clean. The bridge sighed, lighter, freer. For a heartbeat, the river showed a reflection that was not the sky. It showed a city of glass towers beneath the water. With windows full of watching eyes, Ari's mouth went dry. What is that? The true village, the voice said, not giggling now. What sank when the bridge learned to sing, what the elders kept quiet because guilt is loud. Ari stepped back, dizzy. The twist cut her she had freed a secret that changed everything. Her mother's hands, always shaking at thunder. Not fear, memory. Elder SCIFI reached her, breath harsh. Child, you have doomed us. Doomed what? Ari said, voice shaking. Your secret? SCIFI's eyes were wet. Not angry, broken. Your mother asked us to hide it, he said. It was her voice the bridge learned first. The words hit like cold rain. Ari stared toward the square. Her mother was on her knees, hands clasped to her mouth, crying without sound. Not because Ari broke a rule, because she remembered singing the storms into life at 14, tricked by tradition. The last rope snapped. The bridge settled flat, not a throat anymore. The blue lamps died. The box cooled. The river's reflection turned to normal sky. Thank you, the voice said, small now. But there is a second knot. Ari blinked. Where? Inside you. She felt a tug behind her breastbone. A tiny pull, like the first gravity of a fall. She looked down and saw, for an instant, a thin silver thread running from her ribs into the box. It quivered like a taut string. Elder SCIFI reached for her hand. We can still bind it, he said, desperate. We can save you. Ari looked at her mother, at the glass city sleeping under the water, at the elders, at the box that called itself a broom. Fear and hope wrestled in her throat. What happens if we cut it? She whispered. The box giggled again, tired and wicked. Then the river remembers your real name. My real name? You think Ari is all you are? The voice said with soft delight. Rules are shy. Names too. A rumble rose from under the bridge. The planks rattled. Somewhere deep, something turned its face up toward hers. Ari took a breath that tasted like storm. Show me, she said. The river answered, like stories that bite back. Follow now so you don't miss part 2.